I am very pleased to welcome all of us to this important 2024 Technology Expo Day for NBTI, an annual event where we meet and display varied products of research, innovation, and industry, enabling interaction and appreciation of new and improved efforts in R&D and domestic technologies, leading to new knowledge, cross-appreciation and future enhancement of products and processes emanating from science, innovation, and technology in Nigeria. The theme for the NBTI 2024 Technology Expo Day is Technology Incubation, a pathway to national development. The key action of national development is productivity, as it enhances GDP and the general wellness of the citizenry. Continuous production of goods and services in quality and quantity is our daily activity in National Board for Technology Incubation. NBTI is the only agency of government mandated to commercialize R&D and the coordination and management of technology incubation program in Nigeria. Productivity translates to improvements, progress, job creation, wealth creation, higher income, change for better living standard. The quantity of goods and services available to the people, quality of their social life, material advancements, greater control of their environment, culminating in the overall development of the nation. Technology incubation is an enterprise support process that accelerates the successful development of startups and fledgling companies by providing entrepreneurs with an array of targeted resources and services. NBTI has established technology incubation centers in each state of the Federation. These technology incubation centers are workspaces where we admit proven R&Ds, startups and building enterprises, and avail the entrepreneur pertinent services and aids, including but not limited to common facilities, technology, commercial, and administrative support, as well as access to grants, become freestanding. They become freestanding, profitable enterprises. Our services are offered both in technology incubation centers and through collaboration, synergy, and liaison with other R&D, as a research and development and industry-related organizations, together with regulating agencies. The aim of the National Board for Technology Incubation is to continue production, support, and enablement of enterprises that will leave the program financially viable and freestanding. These graduates of incubation have the potential to create jobs, revitalize neighborhoods, commercialize new technologies, as well as strengthen local and national economies. Technology incubation and entrepreneurship are directly linked, as the process of incubation is essentially entrepreneurship development. Most policies of technology incubation are aimed at fast-tracking R&Ds and local technology commercialization through entrepreneurship development. by providing entrepreneurs with necessary support that stimulates their interest and nurture their ideas into realistic and self-sustaining enterprises. Presently, with more than 25,000 products in the local and the international markets, which products emanate from R&Ds and local technologists through about 20,903 residents and graduate entrepreneurs. National Board for Technology Incubation has created more than 22,000 direct jobs alongside the empowerment of 5,267 others through community incubation. The opportunity is here for every Nigerian with proven innovative R&Ds and local technology to be admitted into any of our centers across the country and be nurtured till the enterprise boom and become freestanding. I shall invite all of us to visit our pavilion and engage us in our work of robust national development in our centers in the 36 states of the Federation. What we have over there is a testament of what NBTI have been able to do over the years. Thank you very much. Happy 2024 Techno Expo. Long live NBTI, long live FMIST, and long live Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you, the Director General, Chief Executive Officer of NBTI, Dr. Uchenna Chukwu. We are moving on. At this point, we want to invite for good messages from this guest, Mrs. Chukwu, Director of Science and Technology Development, Delta State Ministry of Science, represented by Honorable, which is representing the Honorable Commissioner here. Please, can we see you up there? Thank you. A round of applause for her. Encourage her to come over.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please permit me to stand on the before now. Delta State has been one of those states where this is established. My name is Chukwu, representing the Honorable Commissioner of Science and Technology. I'm the Director of Science and Tech Development. When I got to meet Mommy, I had to search for her number. I actually disturbed her because in Delta State, I come to realize that the program, apart from the one established in Warri, the other part of Delta State will need to know what the TIP program stands. We'll try it as much as we can. But we believe in this program and how it has helped to nurture a lot of body technology. In Warri, as I speak, I know we graduated a lot of people from that sector, and they are doing well. Delta State is presently trying to come up with 3 other incubation centers in the 3 senatorial districts. As I speak today, the one in Mustapha is 90% completed. I told Bobby, and we're waiting equipping. I want to thank the board again because this idea, this initiative is actually speaking. And I know if we can breathe on what we have, we will actually do more. I still want to encourage us to please reach out to other states because I was somewhere in Delta State, I told and I talked about, we're trying to get the BOQ to equipping. And suddenly the person that sent us one of the BOQ wrote something to hash chicken. And I was, what? This is not what the idea is. So, and I want to say I plead for us to have a sensitization program, a sensitization workshop on this initiative. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all you've done.
Thank you for that goodwill message. We are still taking goodwill messages. At this point, I want to invite the registrar of trademark, Dr. Swafiu Agamu MNI, for the goodwill message. Dr. Swafiu Agamu MNI, for his goodwill message.
Thank you very much. Let me start on existing protocols. Well, I'm from the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, and I'm the Director of Trademarks. And I don't need to repeat that the relationship between science, technology, and innovation and intellectual property is one single family. Whatever you produce, whatever you bring to life, must be taken to the market. And in order for it to go to the market, it must have a name, it must have a brand, it must have an identifier. So trademark is essential to every innovation or creative endeavor that you produce, because it serves certain essential purpose. One of which is to identify the product, meaning that this is a product that is produced by an inventor XYZ or by the creative owner ABC, and it also serves the purpose of distinguishing the product from other similar products in the market. So when you see a particular product produced by a particular producer, you know that this product is coming from a particular source identified by that identifier, which is the trademark. And again, it also serves quality function. The trademark is an identifier which tells the consumer, the buyer, the purchaser, the user, that this product has certain essential qualities which it identifies. And then there are so many other characteristics that the trademark speaks once you see it. One of it is protecting the consumer from counterfeit product or products of inferior quality. So essentially, I'm here to join forces with other friends of this agency and to welcome all of you to this program and to assure you that we exist under the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, and we welcome you with all your products for registration at any time. The contact with the Registrar and Director of Trade. Thank you very much.
Thank you, our Registrar, for that wonderful good message. We are still taking good messages. At this point, I want to invite Professor Sunday Robert Naju, who is the Honorable Commissioner for Science, Technology and Innovation Statistics. Prof, please. Professor Robert Naju, for good message. Okay, you can see him coming from there. Please encourage him to come over. Thank you. Welcome over.
We want to be forgiven. It goes, makes a hopeful man. The actual line of already protocol, in particular, the Barminas electric. In Plateau State, particular, since the establishment of the National Board for Technical Incubation, the government has ensured that we support the center there with vehicle, balls, fencing, and others. But over the last few years, we discovered a major problem, that the number of those that get to be incubated at the center has seriously reduced. And getting to interact with these individuals, we got to know that the level of financing has also reduced from the center. While we understand that the topic for this year's solution to national economic development, we love to crave the indulgence of the ministry, that even as much as more effort has been put in to to ensuring that we have a lot of incubators so that it's spread down to the various wards in various local government, that this effort shouldn't just stop in Abuja, but should get down to the various local government, like I did noted, so that we'll be able to produce more future incubators. On this note, may I thank you for what you've been doing in the board, and also encourage that you flood the market with more of this product so that it challenge that of China, Japan, and others that are presently flooded the market. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof. I apologize for bothering your name because the way it was bent down for me. Accept my apologies. We are still inviting for moving messages. At this point, I want to invite Olushola Ekayo. You will know him when he comes over here. Please, encourage him to come over. 2 minutes, please. 2 minutes, please.
Good morning, everyone. Let me recognize Honorable Minister of Science, Innovation, Technology, and the Permanent Secretary, and our dear guests from Sierra Leone, and all other people are present. And indeed, my name is Engineer Shula Kayode. I served as the Nigerian representative to UNIDO. That's the United Nations Industrial Development Organization. I was based in Paris, France. I've been a friend of NBTI for quite some time, and I'm indeed very proud to be able to share today's occasion with you. I remember I was privileged to have taken some of your incubatees on a program which I conducted in foundry engineering. And there were 22 of them from different states. And we were able to identify a product which is used by farmers. That's farmers' cat, which I taught them how to make. And then during the program, we equally developed another product, which is to support farmers in displaying their products. And invariably, the fabrication was now domesticated to be taken by your incubatees to manufacture. You know, on the roadside, farmers lay their yam tubers or water on the floor. So we actually had a product we developed where they can have a display platform, and at the end of the day in the evening, you can pull it back to their yam or to their farmhouse. So that's one of the products which I was able to assist your incubatees, and I'm sure I'll be too happy to visit some of them and see how much of progress they have made. We should congratulate you because the theme and your topic for this occasion is so important, and we are believing that on product development, you have people like us who want to support you, and I'll be so pleased to continue to support you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. For us at NBTI, more of what we do is practical. And at the appropriate time, as led by the DG Chief Executive of NBTI, we'll be taking you around to see and believe what we do. Last but not least, to give us a good news message is Ogro Ifoma Akabogo. She's the Regional Manager, North Central of Bank of Industry. Our entrepreneurs have so much to do with Bank of Industry, which is why she is also here. And we have a relationship to that effect. Thank you, Madam. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me. Please permit me to stand on the existing protocol and to say congratulations for this event today. I'm bringing you felicitation from my MD, Dr. Olashukwu, who has asked that I represent him. China invented artificial moon. Perhaps with the help of NBTI, someday we might have artificial air conditioning system to take care of some of our climate change issues. Anyways, I am here to tell you that Bank of Industry is right behind NBTI, both for the incubatees and as a body. And we are sustaining that partnership because it forms part of our thematic areas to cover in this year, and the form of innovation, be open as support as always. And I wish you and the board the very best. And please, anybody here who has any kind of product that you're manufacturing and you require the input or investment of Bank of Industry, please feel free to see us at our central area office, the BOI Towers, Tower 1, 8th floor. Please come visit us and we will be there to support you. Thank you very much and good afternoon once again.
Thank you, Madam, for that good message. We at NBTI remain happy that you are partnering with us. Ma, please, if you have that card, my name is nice there.
Oh.
You will give the card to her. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. We are moving on. For now, we are done with Google messages. And at this point, permit me to invite our keynote speaker for today, who is no other person than Dr. Peter Omar, who used to be the DG of NOTAP and later he became the SSG of Adamawa State. Dr. Peter Omar, please, you can have the word.
Thank you very much. Mr. President, the President is here. He is represented by the Honorable Ministers. The Honorable Minister is also here. He is represented by the Permanent Secretary. Today, I crown her with Professor Esubana Nko Asaye. If you ever introduce the concept without Prof, nobody manages this without being professorial. Good morning, ma'am. Good afternoon. I have a tradition. As you heard, I was an academic. I was a professor in the university. Then I became a civil servant. I rose to the level of director, acted country for some time. Then I became the Director General of an institution. And then I went to become the secretary to the government. I worked with the politicians. And now I'm free. I'm actually, so anyone who invites me to give a keynote speech, she knows. I say, if you don't have 1 hour, don't invite me. Invite these short professors who can give you 20 minutes. I passed that level. I have a lot of story to tell. However, the PAMSEC has warned me that no, you don't have 1 hour. Take your 5 minutes and leave. So I will do that. Now, NBTI is one of the strongest institutions under your mandate. If you give NBTI an opportunity to exhibit their own products and prototypes, this Eagle Square is not enough. And so, but it started from one tiny seed in Lagos. It was an NGO that started the incubation, just one spot. They got tired and handed it over to the ministry. And that is how this thing bloomed up. Today, no state in the Federal Republic of Nigeria who does not have an NBTI outlet. Now, it's not just having an NBTI or an assembly or a NABRDA or a NABRDA or all these institutions. Permanent Secretary, the recognition that we have over 250 universities in this country. We have a total of over 600 research organizations. Go and read the Rerun report. Means that our leaders intend to push us to live well. This poverty level that you see in Nigeria does not belong to Nigeria. This hunger you see people complaining all that does not belong to Nigeria. This unemployment that you see does not belong to Nigeria if these institutions are working. So we have to, you as the coordinating ministry, must understand this science, technology, and innovation very, very carefully. I brought this bottle to just demonstrate to you over half a minute. The science, this is why the professors and the PhD holders are cracking their heads in the workshops and laboratories. They are actually not as useful as you think. You can pull all the professors in Nigeria, they can be working perfectly, producing all their papers and growing, but you still have to import rice from Vietnam if you are only producing them. So the water inside this bottle, the technique of getting the water bacterialess, colorless, smellless, odorless, and so on is a scientific activity. That does not change a country, but we need it. The cap here you see here, the material of the cap is touching the water. It does not dissolve. Somebody must have studied until they perfected the tool that this will not dissolve in this water to damage it. That is science. This paper that you see here, the color that will attract you to go for it, I want to drink Nestle Pure, is somebody's scientific know-how. It does not give you water. The bottle, as you see, very sexy like this, bluish. Somebody must have studied it scientifically to come up with the material that doesn't dissolve. That is science. Somebody, then you need another group of people to now take the knowledge to now start embodying prototypes. Somebody made this cup. Somebody made this bottle. Somebody made this paper. That is technology. But you can only boast of your technology if you have the protection for it. If you don't protect your technology, no industry will touch it. Why? Because if you don't protect it, any clown can produce it, and you will have good ones, bad ones, all mixed up. So protection is very, very important. That's why you have lawyers, patent and trademark lawyers are here. So the question to ask, madam, ask all your institutions, how many intellectual property protection do you have? Not what you see here. That is the question that you must ask. If you don't see a large number of so many patents from NBTI, so many trademark registered from NBTI, so many industrial design registered from NBTI, then you have to probe NBTI to say, you are just producing things, you cannot connect to industry. So you see, then the next is innovation. Innovation, people think innovation is smartness, is intelligence, is technology. No! Innovation is connectivity to the market. When you are generating wealth, you are generating jobs, you are making people happy. That is innovation. The scientists have done the work for the intelligence. The technologies have embodied it.
It is innovation now that takes you to the market. When we say your innovation is very strong, it means your unemployment is coming down, your product security in your country is getting stronger, you are exporting good products. That is innovation. So when you take this, you see that if you twist this and it doesn't crack, you will not drink it. That is a registered patented technology. It's not water, but it's patented. This industrial design, you see, it's nice to hold, it doesn't collapse, it's protected. But you see our people taking this bottle, selling palm oil out of it, they are breaking the law because somebody has protected it. And you see this label, this is the professor of this label, the trademark director here. You know, if you remove this plastic and you leave this water here, nobody will touch it until next year because they think it's poison. So this paper is an indication that it is safe, as it says, and you know who made it. So it is the connection of these three that makes things work. So what is the reality? Madam, I want to conclude by giving you some few advice. If the ministry here is the Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology, yes, you have your parastatals, but you have parastatals, it's only part of your mandate. Your mandate is to coordinate all the scientific output, all the technological output, and ensure that innovation is happening in this country. So you cannot sit in your own tiny little comfort zone, Ministry of Technology and your few agencies. No, it is your mandate to give that umbrella. And that is why I gave a speech once, and the president was there. And I said to him that the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation is the ministry for your rebuilt home. It is without this ministry, you cannot create the jobs. Without this ministry, you cannot create the kind of wealth, and you cannot reduce poverty. So, madam, you have to push this to make sure that we generate the momentum to become the secretariat of the agenda. Lastly, madam, you see, the advice I have is, it's okay. I have gone through all these cubicles. I know many of them. But cubicles in university of this, directorate of this, agency of this, will not take you too far. We tried to correct this when I was in the ministry. You should have cubicles of products. So there should be cubicles for soaps. All the people who are producing soap should go there. So that if NOTA brings Procter & Gamble to this place, when they just go to the soap, they can see. And when they see the soap, they know they can lift their eyes and say, this soap is coming from the But you cannot go to 10 cubicles and you are seeing 10 soaps. You get fed up and you get bored that you are just seeing biological soap, blah, blah. You know, so you have to sectorize it that way. Secondly, I have not seen a cubicle here, madam. Of the cubicle here, so that anybody who wants to do their trademark should just go there. You have the lady from Bank of Industry. She said, if you are interested to get money, come and see us in the office. No! She should have a cubicle here to say that if you need money, come and see us here. The patent registry should have a cubicle here. But you cannot have this if your partnership and cooperation is not working. You have to open your gate. The DG NOTA, the DG NBTI must be visiting the trademark office. You and the permanent secretary of Ministry of Trade must be very, very close friends so that when you say expo, they are just running here. You need lawyers to be here. You need funding people here. You need patent people here. This is what we get done. Finally, I don't think the president has launched a renewed hope for that hotel. He doesn't need it. The renewed hope agenda is not for poverty to come down in Nigeria. And I can tell you we cannot do that if we do not actualize the things we see here. When you go around, 90% of the things you see here are food, powdered here. Even here you can see plantain flour, honey, okra powder. How come that Nigerians are complaining about lack of food? See products all over the place. And the biggest industry in this country is the informal sector. My mother smoking fish should benefit from this. My mother making juju oshi should benefit from this. My mother who is extracting oil out of granules should benefit from this. My mother who is making masa should benefit from this. Where are they? So these are things that you should ponder, and I hope by next year change this so that your name will be written in gold. Don't do expo every year. Do expo every 2 years. But every year, do zonal expo. Go to the zones, encourage the universities to come out, the research institutes in those zones to come out. Your director who is organizing, don't think that I'm reducing your budget. I'm increasing your budget. So that you will have every year 6 zonal expos, and then every 2 years you bring the best. Until we see Nigeria exporting things to Ghana, creating innovation security. The Ghana man, you must carry a lot of things, then we not work. Then there shouldn't be ordinary people complaining about hunger in Nigeria if we have perfected all these things. With that, I hope, Madam, I have taken my 5 minutes. Next time, if you want to know more, budget 1 hour, and then you will get much more. DG, thank you for inviting me. She's always been my queen. She was there at NBTI as staff. Then she became the DG. And now she's very, very powerful. I'm fearing her as you see her now. She has passed my power. Well done, and well done. I like the data that you have written down. I'm sure the council has collected the paper. I hope next time we are going to have a dedicated expo for just NBTI. And then you know Nigeria is moving. Thank you very much.
Thank you, the former AG of Mustapha and SSG of Adamawa State. I am sure my minister heard you loud and clear. If you want to create a job, science and tech is there. If you want to end hunger in Nigeria, science and tech is there. And NBTI is doing that very well. To that effect, we have, for you to know more about what we're doing at NBTI, we have other expo programs that are lined up: the Northwest, Northeast, North Central, North, Southeast, South, and the Southwest. We'll be having them later in the year, and we'll make them public as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to, at this point, announce a slight adjustment in our program. If you look at number 8, presentation of our awards and unveiling of NBTI newsletter, we have adjusted it to the minister to make remarks and then a presentation. So at this point, I want to
Good afternoon, everybody. Looking into our program, we want to invite the Honorable Minister, who is heavily represented here, to present an award to 3 of our centers. Recently, we had a program for the women and girls in science. And based on the activities that we are held during that period, 3 of our centers performed excellently in the sense that they tried as much as possible to reach out to the people, for people to know what the Ministry of Science and Technology is doing. Some centers, every centers organize the same program, but they use the media to also project what they have done within the period. So we have those three centers to present awards. They are Castema, TIC Castema, TIC Brain Table, and TIC Gombe. These are the three centers. We want to encourage them so that subsequently they will do more. Because within a short notice, they were able to organize this and they were able to project to the world that this is what Ministry of Science and Technology can do. Then after that, it will now be unveiling of MDTI newsletter. Because we had this newsletter, I think over 10 years now, it's as if that newsletter is nowhere to be found. But we are unveiling it today, and then we also have the ISSN number on it, because the initial one doesn't have that number, but we have it on this one. Thank you. And then let me bring up the Honorable Minister.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation today. The Honorable Minister is not afraid of making speech. However, you didn't forward any speech so that the Honorable Minister will know how to align his or herself to the speech. For us today, we have seen what the crisis in the oil sector puts Nigeria into. Nigeria is such a blessed nation, but for over half a century, we were blessed with oil and gas, which made our mental capacity to now become fallow, because if we wake this way, dollars was coming in from sales of oil and gas. We sleep this way, pound sterling was coming in, down, all manner of money was coming in. But here we are at a crossroads today. There is so much for us to make sure that we are not hungry. There is nothing like hunger in Nigeria. When you go to market, there is food everywhere. Our problem is the money because of the foreign exchange, which we have allowed Naira to become a casualty. There's no way you enter Utako markets today that you won't find food stuff. It's just the money to buy one bushel of cowpea, rice, that is our problem. Then insecurity, because farmlands have now been taken over by bandits. So it is our responsibility as a nation to strive to make sure that the nation is secure. Then the hope we are talking about will also be secure. Then there's nothing like hunger in the land, because whilst I was working with Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment in going for foreign direct investments in Nigeria, it got to a time that they were now tagging me, if you plant your fingers in Nigeria, it will grow. Why? Because just throw, even in this Igbo square, throw a grain of or seed of maize, whatever, cowpea, let the rain come, you'll see it will grow here. We are so blessed with everything, from the littoral coast to the savannah. There's nothing that will put in the ground that will not grow in Nigeria, in any part of Nigeria. But because we were so much relaxed in the money that oil was bringing to us for over half a century, we allowed other things to go. The ministry, the directorate, and myself, we visited Innovate along Airport Road. And we've seen that our lecturers are no longer reading our thesis. When we finish our thesis, they are shared in the faculties. They now come out in collaboration with Federal Ministry of Education to develop startups. So many things open our eyes in innovate, and that is what we wish to get it across the entire nation. No geopolitical zone will be left behind. If you are left behind, it is because you are not doing the needful. The needful in terms of what? Security. Without security, our children will not be in school. The Honourable Minister asked me to represent him on the 8th of March, International Day for Women, which United Nations took over. However, this has been a date that the church has since been celebrating, that we want to make sure that female engineers can now compete, if not in anything, the percentage that are in school. But can we have those children in school when over 287 children were taken away from Kaduna? Till today, no one seems to know where they are. If they are comfortable in Abuja, does it mean that every other part of Nigeria is comfortable? Security is our greatest impediment for now. For sustainable development, economically, financially, industrially, any aspect, we need security. So, this is an opportunity for us to now look inward and harness all the resources that God has blessed us with. I worked in Ministry of Solid Minerals. As at the time that Ministry of Solid Minerals was established by the then General Sani Abacha, we were able to identify 34 minerals in Nigeria. Lithium that everyone is looking for now to make battery, we have it across almost all the states in Nigeria. However, our Chinese brothers and Indians are the ones taking them to go and produce and sell back to us. As a child growing up, I used to know we had ever-ring targets. They were batteries made in Nigeria. Now, for almost 2 years, I've not been able to get a good battery for my world clock. These are things that, if not that oil had brainwashed us, these things would have been available in Nigeria. Like our thesis in the university, there are books that we have to read. And as we are reading it, we'll share it with our family members, we'll share with our friends, we'll share with colleagues, so that we can think about how we can now make the cubicles of specialization on trademark, patent, intellectual property, all aspects that has to drive the science.
TIC Cascana, TIC. Come down. Thank you. Gombe. Who are you representing? No. It's not that. Okay. First the.
So the first one.
Are they not? There are three. But you have just two. There are three. One, two, three. It's for TIC Casino. Then the cash award of 200,000.
On behalf of the Chief Executive Officer of Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology, I present the Award of Excellence to the Technology Incubation Center, Katsina State, with cash award of 200,000 naira.
The black one. Cash award 150.
We are also presenting to Technology Innovation Center, Kebbi State, with cash award of 150,000
Yeah, well, so he presents. Are you coming?
I want to call up the Minister of State, Science and Technology for Sierra Leone to come and present for the third position.
I'm honored to present this to Tip Tamatru, Yobe State, with 100,000 naira.
This way. Thank you. Okay. Let's take the group photograph. Yes. Maybe this way. This way, please. See.
Okay, for the banner.
No. Maybe it is okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The mic.
Yeah. So I think I'm used to Igbo, learning Igbo to everybody.
For Nigeria to actually attain the aspiration of the renewed hope, it is for us to be a literate society. There is no nation on earth today that has made it to the first 20 economy without education being number one in their investment pillars, support, everything that has to do with development, education. This unveiling today, maybe next 2 years as my guest and keynote speaker has said, maybe in the next 2 years we're going through the 6 geopolitical zones. We will now be doing it electronically because everyone in Nigeria is supposed to be in a digital age. We won't be reading papers again, whether NEPA give us light or not. We'll read it from our tablets using the solars that Sokoto and Suka and Bauchi, all of them have manufactured solar panels that are purely made in Nigeria, 100% local content. But before then, we still have to carry the books to read because culture of reading books too can never cease so long as humanity is in existence. So on behalf of the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Vice President of the Federal Republic, GCFR, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, the President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, GCON, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Ahmed Abbas, GCON, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, amongst others, who are intellectually proven Nigerians and are the ones steering the ship of the nation. We stand here today on behalf of our minister to unveil this with a count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go! So this is the National Board of Technology Innovation newsletter. Resumed edition that will be circulated to everyone so that you know what we've been doing. Thank you so much for being here. May God bless you all and God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Ushers should please share the copies of the newsletter. We have, we have the bags. Let's take please, the ushers should share for the bags, the dignitaries. No, we have the bags. While we while the sharing of the newsletter is going on, permit me to recognize the presence of the Deputy Chairman of the House of Representatives Committee on Innovation, Science and Technology, represented here by Barrister Morrissey. Barrister Morrissey, you are welcome. We also want to recognize the presence of the DG CEO of National Center for Technology Management, NACTE. DG, you are welcome. We're moving on, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Minister, Directors of the Ministry, DGs that are here present, all our guests here present with us. We want to, at this point, invite for vote of thanks from our own Director of Procurement, the President of Abdullahi, who is giving us a vote of thanks. And after that vote of thanks, please, the Honorable Minister will permit us to proceed on a tour of NBTI Pavilion.
The Honorable Minister, Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology, ably represented by the Permanent Secretary, the Directors of the Ministry, the Director Generals that are present here, our keynote speaker, Engineer Dr. Umar Bindir, on behalf of the Director General, National Board for Technology Incubation, Dr. Patricia Uchenna, and staff of the National Board for Technology Incubation, I want to thank all those that are present today. I equally want to thank the Ministry for giving us the opportunity to display what we have. Finally, I want to thank the representatives of other agencies that are here. May Almighty God take us back to all our destinations safely. Thank you.
We thank you. We are moving on, but before we go, we want to especially thank the DG of NABRDA, who is more like a brother to us. He has been there to support my DG, Engineer Dr. Peter Olube. We thank you, we appreciate you for the support that you have given to us for the success of this event. As will be directed by the Honorable Minister, the DG of NBTI will lead us to the NBTI Pavilion for inspection of NBTI products. We want all of you to join us so that we can together go to that pavilion. And before we move out of this venue, we want to close this event by singing the national anthem once again. And after that, we'll move. Shall we all rise for the national anthem? Thank you very much. We are we're proceeding to the MDTI pavilion. We're proceeding to the MDTI pavilion. Group photograph, please. Group photograph downstairs. Outside. Please, let's go outside for group photograph. Please, cameraman, it is very hot outside there, so let's do it here. Group photograph, please.
Okay, Sama, please, you're a journalist, eh? Please go there.
Good afternoon, thank you so much for the invitation. Please, we would like to inform all distinguished societies and agencies, and also all participants from the ongoing NBTI Expo, that NARICT Day, special day, is coming up by 1:30 p.m. This very afternoon which is common market. So all our invitees and special guests are equally involved to be there by special grace of God. So as you visit NARICT's tents, I pray that the last tent, NARICT Day is taking place at the last tent, that's the technical section, the last tent, NARICT special day by 1:30 today. So you are all invited to be there to witness what is going on there. Thank you so much and God bless us.
Are you a scientist, engineer, inventor, or innovator with a brilliant idea that can transform the Nigerian economy? The Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology cordially invites you to exhibit your research and development results, inventions and innovations at the 8th edition of the Science, Technology and Innovation Expo 2024, happening from Monday, March 11th to Friday, March 15th, 2024 at Eagle Square, Abuja. This expo will bring together the brightest minds in science, technology and innovation to showcase their capabilities and fast-track Nigeria's sustainable development. Our theme for this year's expo is STI, Solution to National Economic Challenges, and we have a range of exciting activities lined up for you. Join us for the opening ceremony on Monday, March 11th at 11 a.m., followed by an exhibition, research and development results, inventions and innovations, as well as STI products and services. Take part in the Investors and Researchers Forum, technical sessions and emerging STI issues, and special days for organizations and states. Showcase your inventions and innovations to the world and stand a chance to win prizes and certificates for outstanding exhibitors in various categories, including tertiary institutions, research institutions, inventors and innovators, technology entrepreneurs, JETs, states, and more. Your active participation will be highly appreciated. Registration will take place upon arrival at the venue, so be sure to indicate your interest in this life-changing event by emailing us at dstp@scienceandtech.gov.ng or calling 081-88433502. The Science, Technology and Innovation Expo 2024, where brilliant minds meet to shape the future. Book your spot now. Think innovation. Build the nation. Are you a scientist, engineer, inventor, or innovator with a brilliant idea that can transform the Nigerian economy? The Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology cordially invites you to exhibit your research and development results, inventions and innovations at the 8th edition of the Science, Technology and Innovation Expo 2024, happening from Monday, March 11th to Friday, March 15th, 2024 at Eagle Square, Abuja. This expo will bring together the brightest minds in science, technology and innovation to showcase their capabilities and fast-track Nigeria's sustainable development. Our theme for this year's expo is STI, Solution to National Economic Challenges, and we have a range of exciting activities lined up for you. Join us for the opening ceremony on Monday, March 11th at 11 a.m., followed by an exhibition, research and development results, inventions and innovations, as well as STI products and services. Take part in the Investors and Researchers Forum, technical sessions and emerging STI issues, and special days for organizations and states. Showcase your inventions and innovations to the world and stand a chance to win prizes and certificates for outstanding exhibitors in various categories, including tertiary institutions, research institutions, inventors and innovators, technology entrepreneurs, jets, states, and more. Your active participation will be highly appreciated. Registration will take place upon arrival at the venue, so be sure to indicate your interest in this life-changing event by emailing us at dstp@scienceandtech.gov.ng or calling 081-88433502. The Science, Technology and Innovation Expo 2024, where brilliant minds meet to shape the future. Book your spot now. Think innovation. Build the nation. Are you a scientist, engineer, inventor, or innovator with a brilliant idea that can transform the Nigerian economy? The Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology cordially invites you to exhibit your research and development results, inventions and innovations at the 8th edition of the Science, Technology and Innovation Expo 2024, happening from Monday, March 11th to Friday, March 15th, 2024 at Eagle Square, Abuja. This expo will bring together the brightest minds in science, technology and innovation to showcase their capabilities and fast-track Nigeria's sustainable development. Our theme for this year's expo is STI, Solution to National Economic Challenges, and we have a range of exciting activities lined up for you. Join us for the opening ceremony on Monday, March 11th at 11 a.m., followed by an exhibition, research and development results, inventions and innovations, as well as STI products and services. Take part in the Investors and Researchers
with the theme of this year's Expo, Solution to National Economic Challenges. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen present here, the theme of the NARICT Day is investment opportunities. The theme of the NARICT Day is investment opportunities as a sure path for economic growth and revitalization through innovative chemical technology. Thank you very much.
Before we move further, President of the National.
The Director General, Chief Executive Officer of the National Research Institute for Chemical Technology,
NARICT.
Are you a scientist, engineer, inventor, or innovator with a brilliant idea that can transform the Nigerian economy? The Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology cordially invites you to exhibit your research and development results, inventions and innovations at the 8th edition of the Science, Technology and Innovation Expo 2024, happening from Monday, March 11th to Friday, March 15th, 2024 at Eagle Square, Abuja. This expo will bring together the brightest minds in science, technology and innovation to showcase their capabilities and fast-track Nigeria's sustainable development. Our theme for this year's expo is STI, Solution to National Economic Challenges, and we have a range of exciting activities lined up for you. Join us for the opening ceremony on Monday, March 11th at 11 a.m., followed by an exhibition, research and development results, inventions and innovations, as well as STI products and services. Take part in the Investors and Researchers Forum, technical sessions and emerging STI issues, and special days for organizations and states. Showcase your inventions and innovations to the world and stand a chance to win prizes and certificates for outstanding exhibitors in various categories, including tertiary institutions, research institutions, inventors and innovators, technology entrepreneurs, jets, states, and more. Your active participation will be highly appreciated. Registration will take place upon arrival at the venue, so be sure to indicate your interest in this life-changing event by emailing us at dstp@scienceandtech.gov.ng or calling 081-88433502. The Science, Technology and Innovation Expo 2024, where brilliant minds meet to shape the future. Book your spot now. Think innovation. Build the nation. Are you a scientist, engineer, inventor, or innovator with a brilliant idea that can transform the Nigerian economy? The Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology cordially invites you to exhibit your research and development results, inventions and innovations at the 8th edition of the Science, Technology and Innovation Expo 2024, happening from Monday, March 11th to Friday, March 15th, 2024 at Eagle Square, Abuja. This expo will bring together the brightest minds in science, technology and innovation to showcase their capabilities and fast-track Nigeria's sustainable development. Our theme for this year's expo is STI, Solution to National Economic Challenges, and we have a range of exciting activities lined up for you. Join us for the opening ceremony on Monday, March 11th at 11 a.m., followed by an exhibition, research and development results, inventions and innovations, as well as STI products. Are you a scientist, engineer, inventor, or innovator with a brilliant idea that can transform the Nigerian economy? The Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology cordially invites you to exhibit your research and development results, inventions and innovations at the 8th edition of the Science, Technology and Innovation Expo 2024, happening from Monday, March 11th to Friday, March 15th, 2024 at Eagle Square, Abuja. This expo will bring together the brightest minds in science, technology and innovation to
A lot of applause for her. Please come forward and take your seat. We also recognize Ambassador Dr. Kingsley Babasama, CPDA, SCIED, AWCA, Director for African Region, Institute of International Peace Leadership. National Investment Partners. Please, are they around? A round of applause for them. Please, a round of applause for Ambassador Kingsley Obasanjo. You're welcome, sir. We'll not forget to recognize Ambassador Mrs. Regional. Is she around, please?
Yes.
Maya, welcome to the high table. I want the applause for her again. We also want to recognize Mr. Isa Y. Zago. Welcome to Nigerian Post Exhibit. Zago. They are titled Welcome to Nigerian Project. Sire, please, you are welcome. I want the applause for him. We will not also forget to recognize Dr. V.O. Fadipe. He's the head of PPP, FMICT. Please, are you around? Come forward to the right table.
This was good, right table. Come now. Okay.
Also want to recognize the distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I've been told that the PAMSEC is here representing the Honorable Minister of Federal Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, in the person of Chief Uchenna. Please, a big round of applause for her. Her name is Ms. Esabona Asanya. Please, I want a big round of applause for her, please. Now, please, you are highly welcome.
We have already welcomed.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, also want to recognize the presence of the Honorable Commissioner of Science and Technology, Gombe State, the person of Papa Rabua. Please, is he here or his representative? While we are still waiting, we want to also recognize the Managing Director of SCI Development Sponsors Limited. Please, is he around here? You're welcome, sir. While we are still waiting for other dignitaries to come in, who will be standing up for our national anthem. And the national anthem.
Give him right. Give him the microphone.
Okay, the representative of the Honorable Minister, Innovation, Science and Technology, the directors of the ministry are present, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Before we commence proper with the national anthem, let me take the honors of introducing to us the Deputy Minister of Technical of Higher Education all the way from Sierra Leone. Please join me as I welcome Mr. Sajuru Aziz Ramada. You're highly welcome. What we got here through the opening ceremony on Monday was also yesterday today, as this underscores the importance is attached to innovation, science, and technology in Nigeria. With that, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We'll take it on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Rise from apartheid, Nigeria's fallen prayer, to serve our fatherland, we love our strength and flame. And the world by whose fight shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. I will take the second stanza of the anthem that will serve as our opening prayer. O God of creation, direct our noble cause, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow, and living just and true. Great love to heights attain, to build a nation where peace and justice reigns. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please resume your seats as I leave in the hands of the MC to continue the proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. As I said before, that today is today being the 13th of March 2024, has been set aside for NARICT Day, Technology and Innovation Expo 2024. The distinguished ladies and gentlemen here present, may I be permitted to read our vision to you. Our vision is to become a research institute of international repute in the provision of R&D, that's research and development, in the conversion of indigenous raw materials into valuable chemicals, while our mission is to provide globally, competitively, environmentally friendly technology in the areas of chemicals, petrochemicals, biochemicals, fibers, polymer, and affluent monitoring and control, overall technological advantage of Nigeria. As I've introduced to dignitaries before us, ladies and gentlemen, please may I be permitted to introduce to you our able Director General briefly, because he asked me not to prolong, that there's no time. The name of our Director General is Professor Jeffrey T. Barminas. He's the Professor of Physical Chemistry. He has graduated so many students, that's from undergraduate to PhD level, and he has served in so many committees. And he has done a lot of things in our institute. And all the things that he has done have been written in this booklet, which will be given to you. They are welcome, sir, and mass.
Okay, let me just continue. So, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me permit me to recognize the presence of the representative of the Director General of NOTAP. NOTAP is the National Office for Technology Acquisition and Promotion. The DG is represented by Mrs. Ada Ola Dunki. We are honored to have you, ma. Thank you. Let me also add that in our introduction of the Supervising Director of Chemical Technology, we said he was Mr. M.E.J. Basi. We are proud and most honored to inform you that Mr. M.E.J. Basi henceforth is PhD. Thank you. We also recognize the presence of Alhaji Medoki from the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. Sir, could you stand up for recognition, please? From the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. We have Alhaji Awolu Isa from Kano State Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation. Can you stand up, sir, for recognition? Thank you, sir. We have Professor E.E. Olu from Rivers State University of Science and Technology. We are honored to have your presence here, sir. We also have Mr. Nixon Uchenna. Mr. Nixon was a member of the immediate past Board of Governors of the National Research Institute for Chemical Technology, Zaria. So we cannot do it.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before I call on our Director General, so CEO of the National Research Institute for Chemical and Technology, I would like to introduce to you members of the Committee of Directors present here, because they've done a lot in our institute in backing up our DG. But all the numerous work that our DG have done is also to their own consent. If they did not give him consent, the work wouldn't have gone smoothly. Please let me to recognize Dr. K. Mahazu. Dr. K. Mahazu is also an engineer. He's the Director of Research, Head, Pilot Plant and Fabrication Department of NARICT. Dr. Mahazu, please can you stand up for recognition, please? A round of applause for you. I also want to recognize the Director of our Administration, Session. He was told not to come here because of the many work that our DG gave to him to stay behind to take care of the institute. He wanted to come, but because of the instruction given to him, he was not able to be here. He's not other than Dr. A.A. Kaladaji. Please stand up for him as session. I also want to recognize the chairman of this organizing committee, also the head, consultancy and production. Is no other person than Dr. K. Owanya. Dr. K. Owanya is the head, consultancy and production department. Please, a round of applause for you. Please, can you rise up for your recognition? I also want to recognize Dr. V. Ochibo. Dr. V. Ochibo is the head, industrial environmental pollution department. Dr. Victor, please, can you stand up for your recognition, please, wherever you are? I also want to recognize Dr. S.A. Ibrahim. Dr. S.A. Ibrahim is the head, scientific and industrial research department. Where are you, please, sir? Please, let's stand up for the recognition. A round of applause for him, please. We also want to recognize Mrs. A.D. Adawa. Mrs. A.D. Adawa is the head, planning and policy analysis department. Ma'am, please, can you rise up for your recognition, please? We also want to recognize Dr. Z.M. Sadisu. Dr. Z.M. Sadisu is the head, textile department. Sir, please rise up for your recognition. Wherever you are, please. A round of applause for him. We also want to recognize Ms. M.A. Ode. Ms. M.A. Ode is the head, finance and account department. Ma'am, please, can you rise up for your recognition? A round of applause for her. Sorry. I want to also recognize Dr. Z. Sanogani. Dr. Z. Sanogani is the Director of Research and Head Photochemicals and Allied Department. So please, wherever you are, please round up for recognition.
It's okay. Invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for time, I wish to invite our humble Director General, Professor Jeffrey T. Barminas, for his lead presentation. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please let us recognize our able DG, Director General. No other person than Professor Jeffrey T. Barminas. He's the Professor of Physical Chemistry. Please a big round of applause for him.
Thank you, MC. I'll run this quickly because the permanent secretary and the minister that is with us, they are very busy, and I know that very soon they'll be leaving us to attend to other important assignments. The Honorable Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, our minister that just surprised me from Sierra Leone, sir, I recognize you here. And I want to stand with a loud voice to recognize a powerful woman that I know recently, an energetic woman that I know recently, our able permanent secretary. Ma, I stand to recognize your presence here. We are honored, we are humbled by your presence here. I know that we don't have the time, and permanent secretary, minister, and other dignitaries, I want you to permit me to ride on the existing protocol so that I'll say a few things and allow my permanent secretary and others to make their remarks, because we have to change our program a little bit. Permanent secretary, minister, and other dignitaries, I have the privilege to stand before you this afternoon to say a little thing about the Expo, the STI, the Innovation and Technology Expo that we have that is ongoing. And we know that we have a very big title, and the title is STI, providing STI, Solution to National Economic Challenges. And for us in NARICT to do justice to this particular topic, we also have our own topic, a sub-theme that will help us to understand the kind of solution that we're going to, or solutions that we're going to provide through innovations in chemical technology. And our sub-theme is investment opportunities as sure path for economic growth and revitalization through innovative chemical technology. I want to say quickly here, since we're talking about solutions, I want to paint a little picture here, the reason why we brought out such a topic. And the picture is this. There is an importation problem that we're facing in this country. And that has to do with the importation of chemicals into this country. In 2017, this nation imported up to 905 billion naira importing chemicals and chemical products. In 2018, it increased to 990 million naira. It went on to increase up to 2019, and the value that we have here is 1.939 trillion naira, 1.39 trillion naira. In 2020, the nation imported chemicals and chemical products up to the tune of 2.68 trillion naira. That is huge, and it's taking a toll in our foreign currency. What is it that we need to do to conserve our foreign reserve? What is it that we need to do so that this importation, we can reduce it? And over a long period of time, we can stop importation of some critical chemicals and chemical products in this country. And the only way we can do it is through chemical technology. And chemical technology is the bedrock of any viral chemical industry in any part of this world. Any nation that is employing or is applying the principle, the ideas, the innovations in chemical technology, they are the nations that we have known today in this world that they are leading us. They are doing well. Their nationals are doing well. We have seen them. Even right now, we see that even in the 4.0 industry, they are leading, and it is because of this. Chemical technology is very, very central. And through it, we can see that a number of chemicals are being produced globally. We produce more than 6,000 chemicals globally. And these 6,000 chemicals can serve as intermediates in some production lines. They can serve as raw materials in some production lines. They can be used in so many industries. In fact, the chemicals that are produced worldwide, they can serve so many industries. And that's why we say the chemical technology is very central, and chemical industries are highly technical as well. And it is because of that, in 1988, the nation, Nigeria, had a need to develop a strategy to underpin the importance of this chemical technology through some policies, and also work out an approach for economic growth of this nation. And that is why the National Research Institute for Chemical Technology was established in 1988. Even though we started as a leather Leather Research Institute way back in the 70s. And it was later, the mandate was expanded to include chemical technology. Having said this, we now have an institute whose mandate is to look at the various raw materials that we have in this country. And these raw materials, we can convert them to get useful, valuable chemicals. We can convert them into fiber products. We can convert them into polymers and many other products that we can have. But let me put this to you so that we can understand what we're dealing with here. How can we have phosphate rock in Sokoto and we're looking at it? What are we doing with that? And that's why for us as an institute, we have found a way of utilizing the phosphate rock in Sokoto instead of going to Morocco to import phosphate rock that we can use in our fertilizer production. How can we have lime or sodium carbonate or calcium carbonate that we have in this country and they're lying low and we're just using just a little component of it? And that's why for us as an institute, we have found a way of adding value to that. And I know later we can speak well about that. How can we have potash, high deposit of it in Yobe, in Borno, and then we're not doing anything about it? We're just using them maybe for cooking or some other domestic work. Can we add value to this deposit so that we can even export, do exportation, we can export out of it, or we can use that in formulating some useful product for our country? How can we in this country sit down and see that we have seed oils that are available? There are many plants in this country that have seed oils. Some are edible, some are non-edible. We can still convert them to useful product. We are going to show to you how this can be done. How can we also have some plant materials like fiber that are there lying low? We eat our banana and we throw the stem, and the fiber is very, very useful. Can we convert them to useful product? Yes. And that's what we're doing in this institute. We can convert them to kidnap bags. We can process them into valuable products that we can serve as an export commodity. There are many raw materials I can mention, but because of lack of time, I will not still talk about them here. Even if it's the critical minerals that we have, uranium, thorium, and many others. In my state, Adamawa State, I brought a sample of sand and we use it to produce a catalyst. That catalyst, we are now using it to produce a very important chemical in this country. We can produce methanol from it, and that will give us an idea how we can contribute to the methanol economy. We can also use that to produce biofuels. And let me tell you this sand that we have, just a little part of it has what is called thorium. In the developed countries, there's no turbine that is working in the developed country where they are not using thorium to run their turbines. But we have them. And what are we doing with that? I think it's about time for us as a nation, the giant of Africa, to rise through innovations in chemical technology so that what we have, we process them and we get value, we add value to them. Let us not be like Niger, where they have uranium, and then at the end of the day, the French were benefiting from that. Not until the military junta came and pursued them, and we can now see that the economy of Niger is appreciating because they have now taken control of the use of uranium that we have. Permanent Secretary, we have so many critical minerals in this country that we can use to do the same thing. Even just close to me, Gombe State, we have uranium. Can we beneficiate them? Can we convert them? Can we use them? We can do that. Let me just use it, leave it here. I'm just saying this so that we can now see an opportunity for investment in chemical technology. We have our partner here that are with us. Dr. Kingsley is here. He's our international partner on investment. We are working with him so that some of the products that we have, some of the technologies that we have, they can bring investors, stakeholders, so that we can work with them, and through the necessary PPP arrangement of government, we can see how we can utilize them. Permanent Secretary, Minister, and others, let me just give you a summary of where our investment opportunities are. Number one, sorry, I have my lieutenants here where in the future, this young boy and the young girl that we have here, they are going to take over from us. We brought them from our academy so that they'll see what we're doing, so that they can also interface, check what other agencies are doing, so that when they go back as scientists, as young as they are, they can now also begin to see how they can contribute in terms of STEM. Our young men and our young girls, thank you. You can see them with a beautiful smile. We are carrying them along with us. Now, the investment opportunities that I'm talking about. Permanent Secretary, we have a unique product that nobody in this country is producing that. And that is mineral organic fertilizer. Permanent Secretary, you must have heard that when people export our yam, they say that our yam used to spoil. They say our yam has some other qualities that they don't need. The reason is that where we are planting our yam, the soil is so polluted. If you analyze them, you see residual chemicals in them. There's no investor that is taking a product like that will go to China and it will sell. It will not sell. The only solution to that, instead of using chemical fertilizer, we use mineral organic fertilizer. Once you use that in your soil is preserved, your soil is not degraded, your soil will not contain those components, chemical components, that will not be a negative issue when it is analyzed by the international partners and they want to buy our product. So our mineral organic fertilizer is good for yam, it's good for potato, it's good for sorghum, and so many others. We have done a test using that. So our technology in producing 100 tons per day. We have the plants in Zaria, and it is our idea, it is our wish that if we have the necessary funding throughout the 6 geopolitical zones, where we have our outstations and entrepreneurship centers, we should have this plant so that we can produce fertilizers for our farmers. It will boost agriculture and it will provide food security in our nation. The other one that we have, and we show expertise, we are working on fiber and we are using polyester in producing bulb. NARICT is the only institute in Nigeria. If you like, it is added that NARICT is an industry producing bulb. It is the only one producing bulb in Nigeria and producing bulb in Africa. In our stand, we have displayed some of them, and they are of high quality, and they have satisfied FIFA requirements. And we are working on that so that the batch process that we are using, because right now we are using batch process, they are teaching, you see women, you see youth, they are teaching. We've done capacity building in that. Tunnel, many of our youth are coming to the area now to cut their fiber, and they are producing their balls, and they are making little money from that. But we can increase it. We can automate it so that we can produce ball, even for FIFA, Permanent Secretary. We can do that. Recently, I charged the Biotechnology production units to start producing basketball. Basketball. I want to say, with a loud voice again, and as an Adama that praising our institute, that we can raise our head and say we can produce. This is football. Football. This is football. Please tell them to bring basketball so that I want our investors to see that. Bring the basketball and the other balls. So we can produce that. We can produce basketball. We're working with Basketball Federation. We are working with them in a view to see how we can improve on the quality of what we have. It's an outfit of an opportunity for investment in this country. We have essential oil plants that were fabricated in this country. If you go to our stand, permanent secretary, if you perceive our essential oil, I know that you say, DG, I want to go with this. Because we got the right quality from lemongrass, we got the right quality from eucalyptus plants, and the oils are there. And we can do that for many other plants as well. Any aromatic plant in this country, we can produce essential oil from that. And we have a simple technology on your farm, you can do that. You can produce essential oil, you can use the biomass, the waste, and use it to, use it to heat the plant. The source of energy, it will come from there. You may not begin to use either kerosene or any other one. Just from the farm, you can use that. We have a number of healthcare products, and neem oil has many components in them, very useful. And what we have done is to utilize those constituents, the phyto components. We utilize that in producing a very powerful cream, even using our essential oil, and we found out that that is very good for the skin, that is very good in treating skin diseases and other skin ailments. It's an investment opportunity, and we have a plan for that. Castor value chain is one big area. Castor oil is, castor plant is produced in many parts of northern Nigeria, and I don't know, maybe in the east also we have that. But castor oil value chain is there, and we're into it. We have technology for that, and we have a technology where we can use this castor oil, formulate very numerous products that many industries can key into that. Permanent Secretary, there's a product before you, and this product is adhesive. It's not we're improving on our packaging. It's a very good product, and this product, this is the good side of it. You have an elastoma, you have leather. How do you bind them together? We are getting adhesive, we import adhesive from abroad, 100%, and that's what we're using. The unfortunate aspect is that in about area and market where they're producing, they complain to us that the adhesive that they are buying and they are using is adulteration, and that is affecting the quality of the product. Any little moisture can see the thing about the separation between the elastoma and the leather. This is what we're trying to solve, and we've done it perfect. We have a plan for it. Before you go to permanent secretary, we are working on fire extinguisher. The chemicals that are used for fire extinguishers, we know that A, B, C, D, and even now they're talking about E. But we're not saying if there's fire, can you take care of it? This is a self-igniting fire extinguisher. This is not produced anywhere. This is produced in our institute. And that's why we're talking to investors, our international partner. Can you bring investors? So that through our PPP arrangements, we can produce, mass produce, and things like that. Because for us, as an agency, we cannot go into production. Because we move from bench to pilot, and for the pilot, we invite investors to come and discuss with us, even at a forum like this. There are many others. Because of lack of time, I will not talk about them. I will allow all the people to come, and later, by the time the permanent secretary must have taken her leave and others, but I will wish that the permanent secretary will stay and listen to us. But I will leave it here. We have other protein sources where our youth, we can engage them with the simple technique that we have. We can produce what we call a protein from black soldier plant. We have a bag that we got there, highly proteinous. You can use it for our poultry population and also for fish feed. We also have a plant where we produce tomato paste. It's a technology that we have domesticated. We took the technology from Vietnam and we have domesticated it. We have improved on it. We have improved on the capacity. In fact, what we are using that for is not only for tomato. We can produce all types of juice from different types of juice. Now, as a secretary here, I just say things so that you can know just a few of some of the things that we do so that there will be investment opportunities that will solve the economic problem in this country. Now it is leading the way in terms of green boundaries, green groups in this nation. Because all that we do from our processes, it has to be green. The product, it has to be green. So that we conserve and preserve the environment, environmental sustainability, as well as economic sustainability is at the front of. Thank you, our minister. Thank you for having me. I thank you so much. I know that when you are finished, you are going to give us money. What next will come to you? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, our able Director General, Professor J. Barminas. He is the Director General of the National Research Institute for Chemical Technology. Please a big round of applause for him.